Hey gamers, it's Joe, the Apostate Cow. This is going to be a pretty quick video. If you're not aware, for the month of January, PlayStation Plus is offering the infamous Second Son standalone DLC, Infamous First Light, as the free game, or one of the free games as part of your subscription. And if you don't know, in this game you play as Fetch, who was one of the secondary characters in Infamous Second Son. She's a female character, which is fine. I don't have a problem with her being female. And she is the one from whom Delsin gets his neon powers in Infamous Second Son. And it's free with the subscription. I mean, if you bought it before this, and I guess after this, it's like $15 for this. And from what I understand, it's like 3 to 4 hours long, which isn't, I guess, a bad length. But I gotta say, man, I've played it for about 2 hours, and I just don't even care to finish it, and nor do I want to, and I'm going to tell you why. At some point, I'm going to replay Infamous Second Son, and I feel like when I do that, I want it to feel a bit fresh, and playing this game is going to make it feel like I just played it, and the reason that is that this DLC is a step back from the core game, and it just feels redundant. I mean, that's the best word I can think of. This is like redundant and downgrade DLC. And what I mean by that is, it's not that it looks bad, but okay, for instance, Fetch is limited to her neon powers, which is fine. If in Infamous Second Son, neon wasn't just one of the powers that Delsin had. You had the smoke, neon, the TV power, and then at the end of the game you pick up the rock power, which, if you don't continue with the game after the main story, really is only useful with the final boss. But nonetheless, there's a bunch of powers that Delsin gets. He's like a super conduit, And playing as Fetch just feels more limiting. It just feels like, again, there's nothing wrong with the neon. It's a really cool power. But it is like, yeah, I miss, you see the vents, which I'm going to get to in a second, the vents in Seattle where Delsin could use his smoke powers to go up. You see the TV antennas where you could shoot out, when you use the TV powers. So there's a lot of, you see all those things and you're like, yeah, I can't do any of that shit because I'm not Delsin and this isn't Second Son. But that leads me to the other thing, and that is, I've been playing this game for 2 hours, and for the most part, except for one level that was more like a horde mode thing, it's the same fucking open world. It's Seattle. It's the same shit, only it seems more limiting than the Seattle open world in Second Son. It's all the same shit, and it seems like it's one friggin' time a day so far. That might change. Again, I played for about 2 hours. And it's like, wow, this is just Second Son all over again, only not as good in terms of not having all those powers. And even worse is that Fetch's backstory, or at least up until this point, isn't all that interesting at all, in my opinion. Maybe you find it interesting. Again, this whole thing is my opinion. I just feel like Infamous First Light is just redundant DLC, and I don't even want to keep playing it because I feel like when I want to play this game, I'll play Infamous Second Son, which is a good game that I would give on a scale of 1 to 10 an 8 out of 10. But Infamous First Light, 6 out of 10. It's just redundant. I mean, I don't know. I heard there is another level where you're in like a snowy area that comes later, but I just don't even care to get there. Like I said, all I'm doing is traversing the same freaking open world, only less of it, that I did in Second Son. And Infamous First Light, to me, it just has an uninteresting backstory. It's just not that good. I mean, like I said, it's more of the same. It's the same shit you did in Second Son, and there's not even really a strong sense of the good and evil karma system in this. Like, I really like being a badass in Second Son and being horrible. It's just much more fun. Just kill everybody and destroy everything, and be evil in Second Son. And by the way, the same goes for the previous Infamous games on PS3. It was just always more fun to be evil. But yeah. Infamous First Light, just very mediocre. And I know what you're going to say, Joe, what are you complaining about? It's free. It's part of your subscription. What do you care? Yeah, guys, just because something's free doesn't mean I gotta like it that much. It's very meh, So that's it. Just putting that out there. You guys tell me what you think if you have a PS4, if you've played Infamous First Light, if you played Second Son, and how you feel between the two of them. I just think this is, redundant DLC. All right, guys, talk to you later.